Hey, it's Sean Basil, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, we're going to be making a super special omelet. I've been on a big kick of making food that still tastes great, but is super simple to make. And that's mainly due to the fact that we just had a newborn, and I don't have much time at all. So we're just going to make this real fast. Start with a clove of garlic, some oregano, basil, and some eggs, coconut oil, and a bit of cheese. I'm using Beecher's No Woman cheese, which is really awesome, but you could use whatever you want. And make sure you get some grape tomatoes, because that makes a big difference. Also, a little bit of milk. Camera. Okay. Coconut oil, we're going to open that one up and take out about a teaspoon or so, give or take, and throw that into the pan or use your finger, whichever works. Move that up to about medium heat, and we're going to go move back to the garlic. You see that little butt thing at the end of the garlic? That's important. That's going to help us keep the garlic together, so do not cut through that, but we're going to make some lines down right from about where the little butt thingy starts, and we're going to cut down like so. Now you're going to see that when I pick this up and get the light okay, that is all cut up, but it's still stuck together. That's important because we're going to turn it on its side now and cut down the same basic way. We'll do a few cuts there, making sure still not to cut through the end, so we still have an anchor, and you'll see that it's all still stuck together, and you can just move it around and it will stay right there. This is cool because it makes cutting garlic much easier and a lot less messy, because when you don't have a camera right in the way of your arm, it's a lot easier as well. But I'm sure you guys will do a lot better than me at this right now if you don't have something in your way. But there you go. You got a fully cubed up, cut up garlic thing. Just throw away the end there and you are good to go. This works for a lot of different applications and makes cutting easier. So now that we have this oil heated up, we're going to throw in the tomatoes and move them around a little bit. You'll see that that's popping a bit and getting on my face, ow, because I forgot to blot the tomatoes. Because oil and water do not mix. Do not make that same mistake. Now we're going to take the things that I will crack called eggs and throw them into the blue thing that I have called a bowl. This is amazing, folks. We're going to make sure you get out those little shell things because they're crunchy on your teeth and annoying to eat. So let's just keep cracking these eggs. This is amazing. Riveting TV right here. Okay, so just use your utensil called a fork, and we are going to stir this up and make it into that kind of looking thing. So when that happens, you throw in some milk, maybe a little bit more, and stir it up until you are happy with your results. And now I am happy. So we're going to move back over to the things that are right there. We go. So we're getting everything inside of the bowl and shaking it around. And that's actually a pan, not a bowl. So don't listen to me at all times. And we have now everything in another container that we're going to go set off to the side. So we're going to cut up the cheese very similarly to what we did with the garlic, just so you know the end is connected still, and this makes cutting easier. So we're just going to cut again against those cuts that we did, and you will see that this just separates really easily. Now we're putting down some of that oregano, and we're going to cut up the basil like so, and then combine that with the tomatoes and the garlic. So we have everything together And we're going to then make sure that this pan is not too hot, but we're going to throw down some salt and then a paper towel that has a little bit of water on it. And this is, it seems to work for me to make sure that the omelet doesn't stick. You just scrub it in there real good until it's nice and kind of shiny and smooth. And then you get a little bit of salt on the pan as well, which adds a nice flavor to the outside. So we're going to then add the oil again, a little bit of oil just to get things, there we go, so they don't stick as much. We're going to keep that at about medium heat until things warm up, and then we're going to turn down the heat a bit and then throw in the eggs. And then we're going to throw on top the cheese and spread that out evenly and move that piece over a little bit. There we go. Throw on the rest of the ingredients, the tomatoes and basil and garlic, and put a top on and keep it down at low heat for a few minutes. Now we take off the top and sprinkle on a bit more salt and some pepper for good measure. Then check the sides with the spatula just to make sure things aren't sticking too much, and you can then move some of the stuff that has not cooked at the top around to the sides just to make things cook a little easier. Just keep rotating the pan and doing that until things stop moving too much, like about there. And keep in mind that some of the liquid at the top is melted cheese, and that will not cook like the eggs, so you're going to have a little bit of gooey stuff at the top no matter what. Now when we're ready to get done, I've moved to my bigger spatula so I can get right up underneath there like that and fold it over, and no matter what, pretty much you're going to have something stuck to the bottom of the pan. I didn't get too lucky here, but I think it still looks pretty good. So we're going to take this and we're going to transfer it to another plate and cut it in half, and now you have your fancy, easy to make omelet that tastes great, especially with a side of orange juice. And I think that this could be a real great and healthy addition to your diet. I hope that you enjoy and have a great one.